Good morning, Potsdam. All right, it is Friday morning. It's someday and sometime, and I'm coming to you direct from Potsdam. It is your host, Dr. Dave B. So I got some requests after the first video for like a podcast or whatever that is. And so not being hip on the social media, I'm going to continue talking about music, and then play a little song. So this today's tune for this episode of Good Morning Potsdam is a throwback to 1974 and a song that probably most of you have never heard of. It's called the Womble Square Dance. So the Wombles was a very popular British children's book series, and in the 1970s there was a children's show produced about the Wombles. And the Wombles, their whole purpose in life was to clean up garbage, and so they had a very environmentally friendly message. And so they lived in Wimbledon Common in London, and they walked around and they found sort of trash that people had left, and they used it and they recycled it and they upcycled it and they turned it into other things. And so as you know, sort of the recycling movement and as environmental movements kind of got their start in the 70s, the Womble's message was really sort of pro, cleaning up after yourselves and being responsible for your environment. And so as a kid, born in the 1970s, the Wombles was still popular when I was a young kid, and so I used to watch the Wombles. And, they reminded me to throw my rubbish away, as we call it in England. They reminded me to throw my rubbish away in a rubbish bin. We don't throw garbage away in a garbage can. We throw rubbish away in a rubbish bin. Now, for those Americans in the audience, you may be wondering, what the heck is a Womble? So let me show you. This, boys and girls, is a Womble. And specifically, this is Uncle Bulgaria. Now, Wombles are sort of like Smurfs, right? They have this, name, and it becomes like a verb. So you womble things, right? And all the Wombles had names. So there was Uncle Bulgaria, and there were all these other Wombles. And some of the Wombles had different nationalities. They're like a Scottish Womble. And the Wombles had a very popular music career. They formed a band called the Wombles, and they started releasing music. And so our tune today is called the Womble Square Dance, and that was a song that I picked up as a kid. And so my family had a friend, his name was Alan, and Alan was a DJ. And so Alan would play parties and weddings and things like that. And he would, spin the old vinyl disc, the old 45. And so I remember very vividly as a child, as I started to love music and get into music, I remember Alan coming to our house with like all of his records, and he decided he was going to give some away. And so my first 45s really were cast-offs from Alan's DJ collection. And so one of the records that I took was the single release from 1974 of Banana Rock and the Womble Square Dance. And the Banana Rock was kind of a calypso-themed Jamaican steel drum, kind of sounding thing. And then there was the Womble Square Dance. And so long before I moved to Texas and was really exposed to country music in any sort of serious capacity, I was jamming out to 1970s children's pop music, country music, with this Womble Square Dance. And so that is our tune for today, and that's the backstory behind our tune, and I love it. And still today, all these years later, almost 50 years later, I am still listening to the Womble Square Dance, and now that you're watching this, you are listening to this Womble Square Dance too. So get ready for this banger.
Swing up, love is Womble style. Do-si-do with a Womble smile. Step to the left, step to the right. I wish we could square dance every night. Knees bumping, elbows high. Soon we'll serve some womble pie. The fiddle is working well for you. We might square dance the whole night through. Take it away. Bring it back again. On your partner, turn around. Swing your partner off the ground. Form a square so nice and neat. Swing those furry wobble feet. Play that old steel guitar. Oh, Bulgaria, take your time. Keep on wobbling, keep in line. Cross the room, turn around and then take your pauses once again. Wobble fast and wobble slow. That's the way the music goes. Up and down, round and round, underground and overground. Swing your partner's wobble style. A do-si-do with a wobble smile. You'll square dance the whole night through, and Cousin Yellowstone stays with you. That sure is some mean guitar for you. Underground, overground, wobbling through. This is the Womble Square Dance, and we're doing it for you.
So thanks everybody for listening. That was the Womble Square Dance, and I am Dr. Dave B. signing off from Good Morning Potsdam. I hope you have a good morning and a great day, and I will see you in the next episode. Later.